Hey, no horn salute. Been making these videos about my experience in the Army, write a book, but why? Been saying this for 20 some odd videos now. I guess, I don't know, 21, 22 now. I got maybe one in the reserve. So anyway, there's no blood and gore, decapitated heads, crispy critters, mutilated villagers, no dead babies, no shit like that. It's the Army, 1983-84. Be all that I could be, not a whole lot. A paratrooper in the infantry. So, when you go to sign the dotted line, one thing the recruiter will not tell you about is harassment. You are going to get tested. Everybody, every new private, everybody who walks through the doors, you are being tested the minute you step off the airplane, jump into a bus to get to your receiving station, on your way to the boot, to your basic boot, whatever, you're being tested. Not only are you being tested by your peers, you're being tested by the drill instructor. So that first couple days, that first week where you're getting kind of acclimated to the environment there, my first issue was the assistant drill sergeant. It was a staff sergeant drill Delbeck, and oh Jesus fuck me God, this guy lit me up one side down the other. I was his bitch for 8 straight weeks. Oh, Jesus Christ. They zeroed in on me. I had a ring I should have took off, didn't know better. Zeroed in on that. They zeroed in on the way I dragged my feet, the way I marched, the way I didn't stay in step. Sometimes I didn't hear an order given, like take off your BDU top and that. I didn't hear it one day, and actually I fell asleep. And I woke up, and I was kind of in a daze, and this guy, and he sees me, he lights me up and asks me why I didn't take off my top, and I didn't want to admit I fell asleep. I just said, I don't like taking off. He like, I don't care. I got my head ripped off. He shit down my neck and wiped his ass with my face. Oh, yeah, I got lit up. Right before we went out on our bivouac, we had to pack our rucksack just exactly as told, and my razor was way down in there, and I had to go do our duty. So when I got back, I went to sleep because I was tired, did not shave. So the next morning, we start the first day of bivouac out there on the rifle range. This is the first day my shovel gets stolen, my water gets dumped, and I get busted for not shaving. So all day long I'm stressed out, and I keep going back and forth to this sergeant, and here for punishment, and keep coming back. He went, what do you want me to do? How about 50 push-ups and you can kill me doing some PT? And he just said, fuck off, go away, never let it happen again. Learn the lesson there. So anyway, in the barracks now, so I'm subject to a little bit of in my little squad here, a little bit of harassment. This one motherfucker that slept a bunk down from me, he was the only one in our unit that was in the guard, and he had to be there because his family owned some movie chain or some bullshit like that. So he was a rich kid, but he had to go there. And that was the first guy that ever shoved his asshole in my face. I'm not shitting you. You're laying there sleeping, and then you got some guy spreading his cheeks, shoving his ass in your face. It does happen. Thank God it wasn't his cock and his balls. No, I got the old brown eye. That also happened to me at my regular unit later down the road. So then, after a field thing, we had this dress green thing, and I had a little camouflage in my ears, and they called me Pigpen. I used to be clean. Now, growing up, going through junior high and all that, you want to fit in, your hair's got to be just right, you got to be bodily clean. I mean, one morning my mom beat the shit out of me because I wasn't going to wear a snow hat and have hat hair going to junior high. That wasn't going to happen. I took the abuse from my mom. So I spent my whole life trying to fit in, trying to be cool and not make waves, and once I get in the Army, oh Jesus fuck me God. No, I became a target. So then I become a pigpen. After I get out of the shower, I'm wrapped in a towel. I have to go upstairs to our big, the platoon guy dude and say, hi, I just got out of the fucking shower. See, I'm clean. So my locker would get shaken occasionally. My shit would get tipped over. I mean, I was just constantly being fucked with. So one night I go to the PX. I grabbed me a Snickers bar. Shouldn't have done it, but I did it. And sneak under there, I'm eating it, and they go, hey, Pigpen, they're wrecking your shit. Get down, kitty. And they were wrecking my shit. They were shaking my fucking locker. The picture of my girlfriend hit the floor, and I'd had enough. We're at the end of basic, and I learned a valuable lesson by this. So we had these part-time drill sergeants. They were there for the couple weeks fucking with us to try to get their time in. And I just said, I've had enough. Get these fucking people off of me. They lined up everybody, and they said, who the fuck did this? Everybody, and nothing really happened. Nothing happened, but I learned a lesson here. Nothing happened, but they got off my ass, and I wasn't fucked with anymore. And you'd think some people you'd make friends with would stick up for you. Once you're a target, you're a fucking target. I have one thing to sneak in, though. After our second time in the sawdust pits doing hand-to-hand combat, everybody was eating, and we were all covered in sawdust, and it was real itchy and shit. And I snuck into a shower real quick, got dressed, got back, and nobody missed me. I didn't get busted, thank God. Oh, God, if a sergeant would have caught me, it would have been my ass. And, yeah, I was the only one in the whole company that was freshly showered, and while everybody else went the whole day wearing sawdust all down their back, itching like a motherfucker. My old lady went out to eat, and I got to watch for her. So when I got to my unit, I really didn't get fucked with too much by the privates and the specialists because I out-crazied the crazies. My biggest problems came from sergeants. Yeah, asshole fucking power trip sergeants, ranger sergeants, prick sergeants. That's where my harassment really came. No, we did this funeral detail, and my roommate made the mistake of complaining, got a bunch of drunk people mad at him, and that made him a target for the whole time. They looked at me and says, no, I already learned this lesson. I didn't say shit. So I had to out-drink everybody. I had to out-crazy thing, and I've done some shit I'm absolutely fucking ashamed of. I won't even admit on this. I mean, I'm absolutely fucking ashamed, but I had to out-crazy the crazies. One crazy thing was they would, the roommate that ratted out everybody had this fish tank, so they plug a wire in the wall, and they had a couple wires to this cord, and they dump it in the tank, and it go zip, and that fish would go zip, and he had a little bitty burn mark on his little goldfish head. They used to do that for fun, to come in and zip, bop, yeah, fry this dude's fish, man. Sometimes I'd be drunk, passed out on this fucking bunk and shit. Oh, Jesus God, I can't believe I just passed out here. No, I had to out-crazy the crazies to survive. And there's if you chickened out of a jump, you might get your ass kicked. I've done a story about that. If you rat fuck the wrong way, you're going to get thrown around. That's just the way it is. You're going to be tested. I guess they call it hazing. I don't know what. The Rangers would say we used to hang people outside the windows by their boots and listen to them scream. But once some guy got his ass kicked in my company, it wasn't so funny all of a sudden. Everybody's some kind of thug and shit. Yeah, there's assaults. The last time I saw the brown eye on my face, I'm getting kicked out. There was a fight over a fucking pizza. A pizza I bought. I bought the beer and I bought the pizza, but my roommate didn't like the pizza and was like, hey, fuck you, buddy. I'm sleeping. Next thing I know, this guy's asshole's in my face. You dirty motherfucker. This was my roommate that I got along with the whole time there, but now I'm leaving. He was getting ready to go to Panama, and I wanted to stay in touch, but after that, oh, fuck you. I just can't wait to get away from this shit. And I think the next day, I turned in my gear, and I left with more than $600 fucking dollars. I went outside the door. It was like, suck my dick and suck it hard. Bend on over, you tub of lard. I'm going to grease it up and stick it in. It's going to hurt, but it's no sin. Sang that going off, and there's my old lady coming through the door. Sang that off, going off to there's my old lady in the door. And that's how I left the Army. So, no, there's a certain level of testing. There will be a certain level of abuse, and there's some of that shit that will cross the line. I did hear a story after I was out. I was working at a Westlake, and this guy said he was an MP in Germany, and there was some black dude raping all the new guys coming into Germany, and finally one guy had enough of it and turned this guy in on rape charges. Yeah, you're going to the brig for that stupid fucking shit. So no, and it just that's the only way I survived. It's the only way I survived was out crazying the crazies and being nuttier than the nutty case. And then, you kind of earn a weird respect like that because they know in a pinch you're dependable. Oh, yeah, I'd be the guy left behind because I couldn't run, but I'm the guy covering ass while everybody gets away. Get where my standing is in the social order of the Army. So I think I'm done. The old lady just snuck in on me, but yeah, I prefer. I don't give a fuck. And then when you go to schools, there's still more harassment. There's still more abuse. The only thing I could say about all this is, shrug it off, whatever. It'll make you a better person. And when you get out in the civilian world, you're going to have other assholes chewing on you like professional car sales. How about the dickheads and right down forward. Hey, fuck you. All these years, fuck you. Eat a bag of dicks for all the abuse I took for you. Yeah, getting chewed out by assholes like that. Car sales managers whose money and jobs on the line, and you're sitting there trying to just make ends meet. Fuck them. I've been chewed out by better people. So horn salute, prepare for some abuse, sign that dotted line. That's shit they don't won't tell you. Hit that like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.